So we come back once more to my master, his master, and we disciples of the Babuji Maharaj, the great. And now we have the next generation of Abhyasis, what I can call the fourth generation. And so it will go on, I hope, to the 100th generation. A generation normally means 30 years. So 100 generations will mean 3,000 years. Now when Lalaji founded this system of Sahajma, or as according to Babuji Maharaj, he rediscovered it, which emphasizes the need fundamentally for regular, systematic, obedient practice of Sahaj Marg according to the practice given and according to principles of Sahaj Marg and according to the 10 maxims of Sahaj Marg. We know that people produce food from recipes. Suppose the recipe calls for a certain structure and we choose to ignore all this, and the final food is, unpalatable, probably inedible. Can you blame the recipe? People do not appreciate that the final proof of the system, the guru, the verification of his bona fides rests in what you make of the system. Unless your practice gives you satisfactory results, convincing results, you will not continue to follow it. So you see, we don't first accept the guru's validification. We accept what it does to us. Babuji said you can only accept what you can based on what you have proved to yourself from this practice. He said, I make no claims. I make no promises. I do not say I can take you to liberation or here or there, whatever. I only say if you practice this and prepare yourself spiritually by cleaning, by obedience to the commandments or maxims as we call them, then it invokes the grace of the Guru and helps you on your onward path. Even a doctor cannot make a promise. Doctor can say, life is in God's hands. Babuji Maharaj said, life and death are in God's hands. Anything in between these two, a Guru has control over. He can regulate. He can remake. He can reclassify your life, provided it is deserved in his opinion. What makes it deserving? Your condition, spiritual, your dedication to yourself by practicing this, your devotion to the Master, which will all culminate in love for the Master. And when you love him, you become his. Then there is nothing that he will not do for you, provided he thinks it's good for you. As I have always told Abhyasis, or hopefully those who are going to become Abhyasis, everything depends on the practice. We start with the practice, prove the practice in our own self, each one individually. Yes, I have progressed. I have found that my anger is less, that my passions are come down, that I am beginning to get my mind into a state of one-pointedness, that I am able to do in 5 minutes what used to take me 2 hours, that I am more balanced at the end of the day than I was ever before, that my blood pressure is down, and so on and so forth, you see. Then we say, who gave me this system? It was the great Master and his Master who rediscovered this system, therefore my gratitude to them. And then comes the question of my relationship with the Master. So our relationship as Abhyasis is first with the practice. No Guru is involved. Until some time has passed when I have proved the system in itself, and they say, yes, now I trust my Guru, because I have seen how it works. His system works, it has done so much for me. Then our relationship is slowly transferred from the practice to the Guru. Now we say, anything he does, I will obey. Anything he says, I will obey. Anything he asks me to do, I will do. Why? Because all that he has said has worked for me in my life. So nobody starts with proof of the Guru and his validity and his legitimacy as a Guru. It starts with your proving the practice in yourself. So the system has to be proved every time a new Abhyasi comes into it for himself, by himself. The Guru has nothing to do with the proof of the system because, as I said at the beginning, the Guru claims nothing, the Guru promises nothing. He only says, if you do this in this and this and this way, systematically, regularly, day in and day out, you do the meditation properly, you do the cleaning properly, you do the night prayer properly, it leads into constant remembrance, then comes a relationship with the Guru. Till then, he is like a mountain guide taking you along with it. You may drop him halfway through and say, oh, Everest, who wants to get there? I go back home, see, and relax. So faith is nothing we can expect from Abhyasi in the beginning, because obviously, how can I have faith in somebody I've never known before? Some cases, yes, those very, very, very fortunate souls who may descend on this earth once in, 1,000 years, who look at him, fall in love with him, and they are there. Those are extremely rare. The run-of-the-mill are people who come, who judge again, and then go and go into blogs on the computer, which is a curse today, caused by everybody having a computer, And these blogs are able to influence an Abhyasi's mind more than the truth of the practice, the merit of the practice, and its ability to produce in you, profound changes which nothing else has produced so far. And therefore, Babuji said, don't listen to others. Do only this practice. Obey only me for 6 months. If it is satisfactory and you are convinced, then continue. Otherwise, we are prepared to part as friends. These are Babuji's words. Do it for 6 months, regularly, systematically, excluding everything else. If it does not work for you, it does not work for you. We will part as friends. So this is the attitude of the Guru when he accepts not a disciple, but an Abhyasi. This is to be very carefully noted, you see. Abhyasis are millions, disciples are few. To become a disciple of the great master requires a degree of dedication to the practice, which is only a degree of dedication to yourself. A degree of obedience to the Guru's principles and precepts, which is only obedience for your own sake. He gets nothing. In Sahajma, we pay no fees. There are no monthly charges. In most of our ashrams, boarding and lodging is free. All that we pay for is books. And Babuji said, you don't have to buy the books. If you listen to the Guru and obey him, we don't need books. Philosophy, Sahajma, what for? I don't need any philosophy. If I can do it, I again repeat, systematically, regularly, with total dedication to it, to the exclusion of everything else. And in 6 months, I don't prove in myself, to myself, that this works. Therefore, the Guru is real. He is honest, he is reliable, he is genuine. As Babuji Maharaj said, we are free to part, shaking hands as friends. So this is the essence of the Guru-disciple relationship in our Sahajmarg system. The Guru's grace can only come to us when we are clean, when we are properly prepared, when the mind is properly prepared, and when inside and outside we have a certain level of acceptance of both the Guru and his teaching. And then the third element comes into play, his grace, and then everything is possible.